Now this is a rundown of what it was like catching a flight during lockdown. Now I was travelling from Cairo to London, and just for some context, Egypt is currently under reasonably strict lockdown, and at the time of making the video there was a curfew in place from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. The airport had been shut for commercial travel for over a month now, but a chartered flight had been organised by the British Embassy for Brits to get back into the UK. This is how it all went down. I made my way to the airport and we arrived relatively quickly because there was pretty much no traffic, and the airport was completely empty. I have never seen Cairo airport this quiet. It's usually absolute chaos. People screaming, running around, trying to catch their flights, just like any airport. But Cairo in particular, the airport there is just always chaos. But anyway, because it was so quiet, I ended up getting through security and check-in relatively quickly, so I had just a bunch of time to chill. In this clip here you can see this black mask that I was wearing. I actually made it from an old pair of socks, and I'll leave a link in the video description to the YouTube tutorial that I watched on how to make the mask. It's really comfy to wear, it works pretty well, and I also had an N95 mask in my bag so that I could wear it on the plane because there would be more passengers on the plane and I'd be around more people. Throughout the whole airport there were signs, keep your distance, wash your hands, pretty standard stuff really in the current climate. Now by this time it had been around a couple of hours since I'd gotten up, so I was starving, and after drenching my hands in antiseptic hand sanitizer, I had a sandwich which I had packed with me. And the state of the airport was just so quiet. And once I'd reached my gate, I put on the N95 mask. Here's just a short clip of me adjusting the mask. It was the first time I've actually worn an N95 mask. I usually just go for the surgical ones, but I was going to be around a lot of people in a pretty confined space in the aircraft, so I thought I'd whack out the N95 or FFP3 mask. This is the aircraft that we're going to be taking. For all you aviation enthusiasts, it was a Airbus A320, so it had 2 columns with 3 seats in each row, and so it was pretty compact. Eventually we were allowed to board the plane. It was actually a couple of hours delayed, and so it was pretty exciting actually boarding the plane. I was excited to come back to the UK, and on the plane I watched The Last Dance, a Netflix documentary on Michael Jordan and his success. Great miniseries, would highly recommend it. And eventually finally arrived in Heathrow Airport. Again, Heathrow is pretty quiet as well, and here's a short clip of me walking to the shuttle bus which you need to take from Heathrow in order to just leave the airport. Heathrow is absolutely massive, and I always get lost here. I just always get lost in Heathrow Airport. I waited for the shuttle bus for the long stay so that I could make my way home. Eventually the shuttle bus arrived, and again the bus was empty, which was better than the flight. The flight was absolutely packed. But I hope you enjoyed this insight into traveling during lockdown, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care.